Tools that would have suited Hans. What exactly happened in Marinor?
An accident in reactor number 3. Negligence. Faulty maintenance. What do I know? Anyway, one spark was all it took, and then total chaos. The rare survivors were brought back here to the Valsembor clinic.
So you and Hans decided to build an army of automatons to help all the people who were left behind still stuck in the rubble in Marinor.
Yeah. Hans thought that helping the town that had opened its arms to his amusement park was a duty, and we would have managed to do it in the end, too. If only that coward Obo hadn't left our automatons to rust because of his so-called lake monster. The evil monster of the lake. Stories to scare small children with, Miss Walker. Not an excuse for cowardice. Mein Gott.
Are you still angry at Captain Obo for abandoning your automatons?
Yeah. Hans and I put an awful lot of energy into making them all, you know. We thought of everything.
How so?
Our automatons were designed to tirelessly go through all the rubble, piece by piece, in search of survivors. Administer first aid, and then take them back to the beach so that they could be safely embarked on the Krystal. But because of Obo, none of that ever happened.
How did you meet Hans Wahlberg?
I met dear Hans when he had just arrived here in Valsembor, 20 years ago.
What was he doing in the region?
Oh, he didn't seem to have any particular reason. Always traveling. He stopped off here and there, then left again when the feeling came.
Thank you for your help.
You take care of finding a way for the ostriches to cross the lake, Miss Walker. I'll finish the prosthesis and take it to Kirk.
I need to concentrate if I'm going to finish this prosthesis, dear Miss Walker.
Sarah is a brave girl. I owe her much indeed. That damned Dr. Zamiatin will be absolutely furious when I tell him about the attack I just had. Donnerwetter, Miss Walker. I need quiet and concentration if I'm going to complete this prosthesis.
I don't believe it! He forgot to leave it open again! Kirill! Kirill! When I get my hands on him, this time he's really going to get it!
When they shut the funicular down this morning, it created chaos. Regrettable delays due to traffic management, they said. Yeah, right.
Welcome to our humble Valsembor funicular station, miss. I'm afraid you'll have to wait a bit before you can go up to the clinic. Traffic has been halted this morning, and now there's a rather progressive return to service. This morning's stoppage occurred at the request of the clinic's senior management. We don't have any more information at this time.
I don't like that new waitress working in the tavern at all. But with her grandfather being an old friend of the nomads and the way she turns the customers' heads, there's no way Sarah Steiner can be anything but trouble, I'm sure.
It's kicking off near the town hall. I hope it won't come down anywhere near here. That's absolutely the last thing we need.
No Youkols in Valsembor! The shopkeepers can't take it anymore! The shopkeepers are on strike!
There've been 10 thefts from my shop since those savages showed up! Mr. Mayor, who's gonna pay?
Mr. Mayor! Do your job and come out onto the balcony! Voters want to talk to you!
The nomads are stealing our merchandise and our customers! The Youkols don't belong in Valsembor! The shopkeepers have had enough!
Thieving Youkols in Valsembor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Thieving Youkols in Valsembor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Close the nomad souk! Throw them all out or we'll stay on strike!
There've been 10 thefts from my shop since those savages showed up! Mr. Mayor, who's gonna pay?
Come outside! Show yourself, Mr. Mayor!
Yeah, come outside now or we'll throw you out in the next elections! Mayor Buyakin! Mayor Buyakin!
Thieving Youkols in Valsembor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Thieving Youkols in Valsembor! The shopkeepers want them out the door!
We're not leaving until you come outside to talk, Mr. Mayor!
People are getting more and more excited here. It'll be a riot if it goes on. Worst of all, I know where they're coming from. You can't put up with the nomads forever.
Listen to me, please. Come on, get a room.
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good business for anyone, if you want my opinion. Mayor Boya King hasn't been up to handling the situation since the catastrophe. I've said it for years.
Right. Just need to find the owner of this place, then... Given the number of seats, this must be some kind of ferry, some kind of transport. As deserted as the outside. Hello? Anyone here? Everything seems to still be working. Strange for a boat to be left like this, unwatched. Wow, what a lot of room. Nobody here either. It's more and more like walking through a ghost ship. It looks like it needs repairs. Too bad. Poor Captain. Even though his superstitions terrify him, he's obviously dreaming of a second chance. Nobody. Nobody.
The captain is just there, next to the fireplace. Try to take it easy with the captain, Kate. He isn't having a great day.
Captain Obo?
What do you want?
May I sit down for a second?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry to impose, but I actually really...
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. The wife of the quartermaster that served on board the Krystal after the war. Do you realize he got married to the first cousin of the wife of a machinist?
Oh, okay. That's all really interesting, but what I wanted to ask...
That's a really great story, really. Because, did you know? So there. So the guy answers, I don't know nothing, Captain. Turns out he was hiding in the broom closet. Hilarious. Irina, the wife of the quartermaster, her name was Irina Malevna. Crazy how much you look like her.
Oh, gee, it's getting late. I have to go. You can finish telling me the story another time, Captain Obo.
The lake is haunted by a demon. It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Obo if the Youkol caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be clear.
You know the captain better than I do. What can you tell me that will help me to convince him?
One thing's for sure, he definitely hates himself for abandoning all of those people to their fate over there in Baranor. All of those men, women, and children that Grandfather's army of automatons was going to rescue and bring back on board the Krystal. He has the impression nobody here will ever forgive him, and to be perfectly honest, he's not far wrong. Plus, he's also racked with guilt. So in my opinion, avoid criticizing him.
Do you know why Captain Obo fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it?
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the Krystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranur, they're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the automatons would have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Has Captain Obo taken the Krystal out of port since leaving Baranur?
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranur 20 years ago.
Do you think the Krystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Obo never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything. Go see the captain. Cyril will bring you the restorative when it's ready. So let's see. Cod liver oil, orange juice, Tabasco, maple syrup, coffee, lyophilized growth hormones. Now where on earth did I go and put the molasses? I'm hurrying.
Go and talk to Captain Obo. I'll bring you his restorative. Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
My God! This piss water unbattens the hatches, swabs the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, miss.
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Obo. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Obo?
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
What I'd like you to do is to help me, Captain. I could even say you're the man of the hour.
What do you mean by that, young lady?
The Youkols caravan has to cross the lake now. It absolutely must continue on its migration, do you understand? So I thought that maybe they could board the Krystal. That way you could take everybody there to the other side, Captain. I know you don't have fond memories of your last crossing, of your departure from Baranur, but...
Why the hell are you bothering me if everybody has already warned you about horrible Captain Obo? The gutless wonder.
I took a look at your logbook, Captain. I read what you wrote when you fled Baranur.
So in that case, you know what I am, right? I'm damned and rotten to the core.
Let me tell you something, Captain. I know that you need to redeem yourself, and I just may be able to help you do that.
How in the hell?
Take the Youkols caravan to Baranur in the Krystal. The migration must go that way.
Baranur? That's impossible. You can't go to there anymore. Never again. Too much happened. Too many died. And also there, in the water, I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake. Beast as big and long as my boat. Ask your Youkols friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak, the evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
Captain, I think it's time for you to clear your head of all these fanciful stories designed to scare people. Everywhere in the world where the water is deep, people have come up with legends designed to keep children safe. Come on, get up, Captain Obo. Show me what you're made of.
Miss Walker, first of all, I have to say that you're an incredibly stubborn woman. I'd even say that you're a real, Anyway, I'll stop there. But I get it.
And what am I to conclude from your appraisals?
All right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the Krystal. I'll take you.
Thank you, Captain, really, with all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Youkols.
Oh, but be careful now, Captain Girl. You're not there yet. There are 2 conditions, and they aren't negotiable. First, we stop by Narodas. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. I'm not going to finish up on the lake monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor, because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Krystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah.
So you finally managed to convince old Obo. Good going. It'll be strange seeing the Krystal shipshape again. Like in the good old days.
I was sure the captain would end up by saying yes. Good luck with the preparations, Kate.
All right, Captain. How are the preparations going?
There's quite a bit of work to do before we can hoist the anchor, Miss Kate.
Maybe I can help you out with something.
Well, the coal needs to be stocked up. As for myself, I'll look after getting the water tanks ready to be filled. Take this. It's the code you need for entering the hangar where the coal is kept. You actually need it to use the crane to load the coal onto the Krystal. Don't forget to open the storage hatchway first.
What do I need the crane for?
This here is for loading all the coal you get from the hangar onto the ship. Use the code I gave you so that you can access the control post.
What do I need to do in the hangar?
That's where you'll find all the coal you need for the Krystal. One container should just about be enough. And don't forget to use the entry code for the crane that I just gave you.
How do I open the hatchway to the coal storage on the Krystal?
Just turn the wheel on the ship's bridge, sailor.
I'll take care of that, Captain.
We need to set sail as soon as possible, so better hurry up. Turn the wheel on the bridge to open up the Krystal's coal storage tank. You'll need to use that code I gave you if you want to enter the hangar and use the crane. Take the coal that's in the hangar. Use the crane to load the coal on board the Krystal. Come on, move those stumps, sailor!
A folding chute, covered with coal, too. I should be able to put this button onto something else.
Evidently, you did a very good job loading all the coal, Kate. Right. Everything's ready, so we can start filling the water tank. Now we need to connect the water tower to the crystal, then climb up there to manually activate the water flow mechanism.
All right, show me how it's done.
You've got to be kidding. There are too many barnacles on my keel for me to play the acrobat.
All right, I'll do it.
When you're finished, come and see me on board. There's still a lot to do before we're shipshape. Climb up to the top of the water tower there to manually activate the flow mechanism. Join me back here when you've finished. Move those stumps, Kate.
I took care of the water, Captain. Everything went smoothly. Is everything okay?
No. The ignition key for the crystal. I can't find it anywhere. Without it, we can't even start.
Please, make an effort, Captain. Did you look everywhere you might have dropped it?
Good Lord, now I remember. 20 years ago, when I got back from Baranor without the automatons, everybody was really very hard on me, you know.
Captain, I don't really see what you...
So I spent the whole night in the tavern. You should have seen the state I was in when I got back to the Bridge of the Krystal and... And then I threw the Krystal's ignition key into the water. I swore I'd never set sail on the cursed waters of the lake again.
So that's it? The ignition key is lost forever?
Yeah. I'm afraid so. I'm really sorry, Kate, but we're stuck. I've made a complete mess of everything again. Again.
There has to be a duplicate for the key.
I don't know. At any rate, when Steiner finished building the Krystal, he only actually gave me the one.
I saw a model of the Krystal at Simon Steiner's. Is he the one who designed the ship?
Yes, of course.
Maybe he could be of some help then.
Maybe. Who knows?
Don't be so hard on yourself, Captain. I'll find a solution to the key problem.
If you say so. It's all a wreck. I went and blew it again. Steiner never told me about a duplicate for the ignition key.
Sarah went on back to her grandfather's shop. Old Steiner needed her, so I told her she could leave a bit early.
Kate, how are the preparations with the captain coming along?
We're making progress, but actually we need some help from your grandfather. Is he here?
He just left for the clinic with the artificial leg he made for the Youkols guide, Kirk. I'm minding the shop until he gets back. Maybe I can help you with something?
It seems the captain has misplaced the ignition key for the Krystal, and without it we won't be able to leave. So as it was your grandfather who designed the Krystal, I figured he just might have a duplicate.
I have to admit, I don't see where you could get one of those. Apart from the model downstairs, I don't think he kept a lot of souvenirs of the time when he built the Krystal.
Would you mind if I had a look?
Of course not. Here, take this. It'll let you look at the model close up. The model of the Krystal is downstairs. Don't worry. As soon as Grandfather gets back here with Kirk, I'll tell them to join you straight away on the Krystal. I'm running the shop, while Grandfather is taking Kirk's prosthesis to the clinic. It's a good thing Captain Obo agreed to take you and the caravan across the lake. For a while there, I thought it was going to be impossible to convince him.
So, Steiner had the time to finish the prosthesis. Perfect. Sarah said I can use it with the model of the crystal. An ignition key. But it looks far too small for the crystal. Looks like the stuff keys are made from. Looks like it fits most of the locks on board the Krystal.
Fantastic, Kate. I have to admit, you really know how to get things done.
Thank you, Captain. Are there any other preparations to carry out?
There's just one last problem to solve. The locks we need to use to get out onto the lake. They're shut by order of the town hall. You have to find some way to get them open.
What do you suggest?
The best thing to do is to ask Mayor Bulyakin for the authorization to reopen them. But just to give you fair warning, he's about as straight as a crooked waterspout, so you mind him. Or you could just get a hold of some explosives and then kaboom!
First, I'll try talking to the mayor. Thanks, Captain.
Watch out for Mayor Bulyakin. You're sure you don't want me to maybe go and look for explosives? Just in case. The town hall is in the main square.